You have many advanced criteria that you can create within a criteria range to filter your selected table. In this lesson, we will review some of the advanced criteria techniques that you can apply to the criteria entered into the criteria range when creating an advanced filter. First, it should be mentioned that when you use a comparison operator, the values must be preceded by the equal sign. However, this causes Excel to evaluate the entry that follows the equal sign as if it were a formula. This can cause unexpected results when using comparison operators with text and number fields. Therefore, you should enter comparison criteria in the following general format: equals, double quote, comparison operator, entry, end double quote, where the comparison operator and the entry is the comparison operator and associated text or value by which you wish to filter the field. Many times when filtering data, you wish to see records where a field's value is equal to a value entered into the criteria range. So in these cases, you would enter equals, double quote, equals entry, end double quote as your criteria. However, there are many other comparison criteria that you can use for text and number fields. You can use the following comparison operators when creating complex criteria: the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, the greater than or equal to symbol, the less than or equal to symbol, and the does not equal symbol. So, for example, entering the criteria expression of equals, double quote, does not equal, north, end double quote, underneath a region field within the criteria range, will filter the table to show all records where the region field does not equal north. Also note that you can use wildcard characters to search for unknown values. You can use the asterisk to represent multiple unknown characters, and you can use the question mark to represent a single unknown character. To use a wildcard character, just decide under which text field you want to place the criteria and in which criteria row. Then simply use the wildcard characters in conjunction with the known values to search for matching records. For example, if you had a last name column within which you wanted to display anyone whose last name started with a J, you could enter equals, double quote, equals J asterisk, end double quote, underneath the last name column as a wildcard criteria. It's also possible to create a criteria that matches the first few characters in a field's value and returns any matching values. This is akin to setting a criteria that looks for fields that begin with. In this case, you do not enter any comparison operator into the criteria, but rather enter only the first characters for which you want to find matches. For example, entering CAR as a criteria underneath a last name field would return last names that begin with CAR, like Carson or Carlisle.